Ladies and gentlemen, and boys and girls, you are watching yet another episode of Lima Shenanigans of 1977. It's Friday night, and you know what that means. It's time for your WWE, SmackDown, and NXT Level Up Event Center Wrestling Report. And now here's the man to give you that report, Mr. Eric M. Lima. Thank you very much, Mr. Announcer, sir. Well, hello there, everyone. Welcome to yet another episode of Eric Lima Shenanigans of 1977, episode number 1400. Yep, we have arrived at it. I thank everybody for supporting the channel and videos for the past 1,400 years. Please give them a like. 1,400 years, 1,400 episodes. I think this geomagnetic storm that's upon us is probably scramble my brains a little bit, but might I digress. Just in case I lose power tomorrow, I did the Card Sharks episode, but I'm going to upload it tonight, but I'm going to schedule it for tomorrow. That way you guys can watch it if you still have power or internet, but it will be up regardless. So just to let you guys know. And not only that, but you know, sometimes you always want to plan ahead, and that's very, very important. So, planning ahead, yeah, I have an itchy back, so. And I think considering how this geomagnetic storm, this whole solar flare thing, could be the worst timing ever, because considering Mother's Day weekend. But hey, if the power actually goes out, it could force folks to actually spend time with their families. Do something like board games or something like that. It'd be a whole lot of fun, you know. Or you can play cards with your dads, and you know, or you can play Go Fish with your mom. You never know. So, anyways, that's not what I want to talk about. I want to talk about what happened on SmackDown and NXT Level Up, and that was that was just over not too long ago. And Nick Aldis was kicking off SmackDown, and he decided to introduce Cody Rhodes for a special announcement. Cody Rhodes comes out, and Nick Aldis says, "Hey, let's talk about Backlash. You did great. Let's talk about the King and Queen in the ring. The tournament's on the way, maybe underway. But you always want to be a fighting champion. I decided your next contender is this man, the United States Champion Logan Paul." Wow. So Logan Paul, once again, is getting a shot at the undisputed WWE Championship. But this time, it's not Roman Reigns holding the title, but it's Logan Paul. I wonder how much shenanigans Logan Paul is going to cost now. It's going to cause, I should say. And so, after back and forth banter between the two of them, Cody Rhodes says he'll let Logan Paul know what position on the team he is in. It seems like Cody's annoyed by Logan Paul a little bit. Well, Bryce Harper on crack, man, let me tell you. That's Logan Paul. And Logan Paul, being an arrogant punk, well, hopefully Cody Rhodes can teach him that lesson. Then Caleb Braxton interviewed AJ Styles as he says he's aiming to fight Randy Orton to try to advance in the King of the Ring tournament portion. Oh, yeah. And so that's going to be the main event. That was the main event. Orton versus Styles. And the Queen of the Ring first round. They changed it up a little bit. I believe they kept Indy Hartwell out of the tournament, so they changed up the tournament a little bit, because I think Indy Hartwell had an injury or something like that. I don't know what's going on, but they changed up the tournament. Instead of Piper Niven versus Nia Jax in the first round, Naomi went one-on-one with Nia Jax, and as a result, that match was pretty good. Now, before the match started, we have a new SmackDown ring announcer. That's right. Alicia Taylor is now on the SmackDown roster as the SmackDown ring announcer, and Mike Rome is now moved from SmackDown to NXT. So we got two ladies on the main roster who are talented singers, or musicians in the case of Alicia Taylor. They know how to ring announce very well. So, hey, congratulations to both ladies, Samantha Irvin, Alicia Taylor. They rock. Anyways, heck of a matchup between Naomi and Nia Jax. And Nia Jax, with a hard-fought match, Nia Jax did pick up the victory in the first round. So because of that, Nia Jax is in, Naomi is out. And with that victory, Nia Jax will await the winner in the semifinals of the Jade Cargill-Piper Niven matchup. Whoever wins out of one of those is going to be a heck of a matchup and will challenge Nia Jax. Meanwhile, Baron Saxton interviewed Baron Corbin. Corbin says he's going to be himself on SmackDown. He's going to try and find a way to win. And then Carmella Hayes interrupts Baron Corbin, and he starts running the mouth. And he says, you're going to end up like Lashley if you're not careful. So they had the second round for the first round of the King of the Ring tournament. In the second match, but this is the first matchup in that King of the Ring tournament for the first round. Baron Corbin went one-on-one with Carmella Hayes, and this is uncharacteristic of Baron Corbin to high-five the fans, and I think he's starting to realize and learn to accept everything that's been going on in his career, but earning the fans' respect is very, very important in this matchup. But Carmella Hayes ends up picking up the victory and advancing in the second round, advancing to the semifinals. Meanwhile, Kayla Braxton was interviewing Bayley, and she's about to talk until Chelsea Green and Piper Niven interrupt Bayley. And so Chelsea Green's running her mouth, and once Piper Niven becomes king, I'm like, oh boy. So, and Byron Saxton interviewed Randy Orton. Orton says he's never won the King of the Ring of all the accolades, and he's going to try to win it. And then he addressed AJ Styles, but then he addressed Tama Tonga. It's too bad that you're on the other side of that bracket. But hopefully you and I get together, it won't be an RKO out of nowhere. You'll see it coming. So there's that. And Queen of the Ring, second match in the first round, Jade Cargill versus Piper Niven. This matchup could have gone either way. And this was Jade Cargill was being tested by Piper Niven and Chelsea Green running her mouth at ringside. But in the end, Jade Cargill won the matchup, and she'll be facing Nia Jax in the semifinals, second round of the tournament. Nia Jax, Jade Cargill. Now we saw a little bit of that interaction at the Royal Rumble, so it'll be very interesting to see how this is handled. Shinsuke Nakamura addresses being on the SmackDown roster and saying nobody is safe. Let's say and he's going to call himself the master of strong style, so this is going to be very interesting how Shinsuke is going to do this. Now, they had Bianca Belair came out after Jade Cargill's matchup and was getting ready for her match against Candice LeRae in the first round of the Queen of the Ring tournament, the third matchup. Indy Hartwell gets involved during the matchup, kind of adopting LeRae's new attitude, but in the end, Belair ends up winning the matchup. So Bianca Belair will face the winner of Michin and Tiffany Stratton. That's right, Michin and Tiffany Stratton. I think Blair Davenport is out of the tournament. I think she was supposed to be part of the tournament, but that changed up a little bit. So it'll be Michin versus Tiffany Stratton, and whoever wins that will face Bianca Belair. That will be a heck of a matchup. And Paul Heyman wanted to talk to Solo Sikoa, and Sikoa confronted Heyman and said, you know what? He lost our title. I talked with Roman Reigns, and I'm going to call the shots. I'm going to be the leader of the bloodline until he comes back. I'm like, what? So Solo Sikoa, this is confusing. How can Solo Sikoa talk to, Roman Reigns? Paul Heyman's in the dark about everything. What is going on? That's what I'm wondering. So, now the King of the Ring first round for the second match of Angelo Dawkins, who's filling in for Bobby, his stablemate Bobby and leader Bobby Lashley because he suffered an injury while training, went up against Tama Tonga, And before that matchup, though, Andrade addresses beyond the SmackDown roster, and he says it's his destiny, and he is the king of luchadors. So we'll see what happens. And during the matchup between Dawkins and Tonga Loa and Solo Sikoa attacked Montez Ford during the matchup, distracting Angelo Dawkins and giving Tonga the advantage and picking up the victory over Tonga, over Angelo Dawkins, excuse me. So there's that. And then they decided to attack Angelo Dawkins after the matchup. And then Blair Davenport addresses being on the SmackDown roster, and she's going to show the world why she's on there. Then the main event, the third matchup in the first round for the King of the Ring, Randy Orton versus AJ Styles. I believe the winner of that match will face Carmelo Hayes. So, and Randy Orton and AJ Styles, the heck of a matchup between these two gentlemen either way, but in the end, Randy Orton did pick up the victory over AJ Styles. It is so there's that. And now NXT Level Up. Now we have a return of a superstar against a rising star. Wendy Chu, after 11 months, due to a leg injury, came back to face Ren Sinclair. And this was a heck of a matchup between both ladies. Now, Ren Sinclair wants to win this matchup to give her the momentum that she needs, since she is one of the 12 ladies in qualify for an opportunity in a ladder match. But Wendy Chu just came back and, Wendy Chu did end up picking up the victory over Ren Sinclair, hitting a new move called the snooze button. So and the snooze button is sort of like a variation of like a reverse version of rock bottom or something like that. And Sarah Schreiber interviewed a newcomer, Cutler James, who came from a reality show and decided to be a community guy, and he's going to be facing Josh Briggs. And he's a pretty big dude. In fact, when we face Josh Briggs, they're both almost the same height. I think Cutler James got like an inch over him, but Josh Briggs was even hungrier, and Briggs ended up defeating Cutler Jones, spoiling that debut. And then you got the main event. Tony D'Angelo family representing as Shane Stacks Lorenzo teaming up with the consigliere Luca Crucifino with the lovely Adriana Rizzo in their corner, took on the young upstart team of Dion Lennox and Dante Chen, and Stacks and Crucifino, after a hard-fought match, did pick up the victory there. So I'm going to try to find the brackets for the King of the Ring, so I can tell you who's advanced to what. And let's see. So far. Okay, King of the Ring brackets. Alright, now, title matches are happening so far. Will be Becky Lynch defending her world title at King and Queen of the Ring against Liv Morgan. Meanwhile, the Intercontinental title will be on a triple threat match, Sami Zayn, Chad Gable, and Bronson Reed. And then so far, it will be Cody Rhodes versus Logan Paul. So that's the case. Let's see. I'm still gonna try to find the King of the Ring brackets here. So King and Queen. Okay, I'm gonna listen. Okay, I'm gonna watch that. Okay, because All right. Okay, here's how this works. Now, Jay Cargill will be facing Nia Jax in the semis. Meanwhile, Bianca Belair will face the winner of the Michin Tiffany Stratton matchup. Let's see if I can find. Let's see if I can find the SmackDown brackets, because we saw the Raw brackets, and Dragunov versus Uso. That's going to be that's on the Raw side. Let's see. Okay. Let's see. SmackDown brackets. So let's see. SmackDown brackets. Brackets. King of the Ring. Because we know, I think Carmelo Hayes will have to face Randy Orton in the first round. So, okay, here we go. So we got, the winner of the LA Knight Santos Escobar matchup in the King of the Ring tournament on the SmackDown side will face Tama Tonga in the second round. That's going to be crazy, to say the least. Let's see. Let's see if I can find the Queen of the Ring tournament. Queen of the Ring. Because I know, Jay Cargill will be facing, Jay Cargill will be, Jay Cargill will be facing, obviously, Jay Cargill will be facing, Bruins lose again. Come on, Bruins, snap out of it. Jay Cargill will be facing Nia Jax in the second round, and the winner of the Tiffany Stratton matchup will face Bianca Belair. And that's where we stand right now. So we'll see what happens. King of the Ring will be 2 weeks from tomorrow. So they got to get this tournament going here. So hopefully the solar storm will pass quickly and won't affect anything, and it hasn't affected anything over here so far here in New Bedford. So who knows? So thank you for tuning in to another episode of Lima Shenanigans 1977, episode 1400, SmackDown NXT Level Up Event Center for the 10th of May. So thank you for tuning in. So until this next episode comes rolling around, tomorrow we'll get Card Sharks, and hopefully I'll be able to watch some Collision and Rampage. So until then, until the next episode comes rolling around, Mr. Announcer, take us home. That is all for today's episode. This is your announcer speaking for Lima Shenanigans of 1977. A Big Beefy E, do it for Bob Saget Productions, and in association with Raven Bofa Telepictures and Distribution. Thank you for watching today's episode. Tune in next time for another episode of Lima Shenanigans of 1977. Goodbye for now.